What if I told you the protein powering some of the strongest bodies in the world doesn't come from milk, plants, or meat? What if I told you it comes from millions of worms, processed inside a factory so extreme it looks more like a steel mill than a food plant? Welcome to Factory Founder, where we reveal how raw materials are transformed into products that fuel modern life.
What if the most expensive protein powder on the shelf didn't come from milk or plants, but from millions of living organisms working non-stop underground? What if behind every scoop of premium bodybuilding protein was an industrial process so intense, so mechanical, and so precise that it resembled a steel mill more than a food factory? The process begins far from gyms and supplement stores, inside vast climate-controlled worm farming facilities. These are not simple farms. They are biological production plants. Inside them, millions of protein-rich worms are continuously fed organic substrates through automated distribution systems. Temperature, humidity, oxygen, and feeding cycles are controlled by industrial PLC systems. Overhead ducts regulate airflow, while sensors track growth rates in real time. Workers in protective gear move through the facility, inspecting density levels and ensuring uniform biological growth. Every parameter is optimized, not for nature, but for industrial output. Here, biology is engineered.
The product is moving smoothly.
Heavy mechanical separators vibrate the farming beds, allowing worms to drop into armored collection channels. From there, they are transported via reinforced conveyors into sorting systems. Industrial rotating drums separate worms by size and density. Oversized and undersized organisms are redirected, ensuring only uniform biomass moves forward. The worms are then washed, cleaned, and mechanically drained using high-capacity centrifuges. Moisture is aggressively removed to prepare them for extreme processing.
Good, the moisture levels look optimal as well.
Inside massive thermal processing chambers, the worms undergo controlled heat treatment. Industrial steam systems raise temperatures rapidly, deactivating biological activity while preserving protein integrity. These chambers resemble industrial sterilization units more than food equipment. Pressure valves release excess steam. Heavy insulation contains heat. Sensors track time, temperature, and internal moisture levels. This step ensures biological safety while locking in nutritional structure. What exits these chambers is no longer a living organism. It is raw industrial protein material. The stabilized material moves into industrial grinders. These machines are brutal. Multi-stage steel crushers tear the biomass apart, using rotating blades, high-torque motors. The sound is deafening. Vibrations travel through concrete foundations. The goal is simple: destroy structure.
Feed ratios adjusted, all systems green. Noted. Maintaining steady flow.
What emerges is a coarse protein paste fed immediately into secondary grinders and hammer mills that reduce it further. This is mechanical violence applied with precision.
Flow rate adjusted, checking pH. Data confirms optimal extraction efficiency. Proceed with batch processing.
Mình sẽ làm con này mong. Mình sẽ con cần phi gai một cái này thao phơi.
Moisture is the enemy of stability. The material enters massive industrial drying tunnels.
Accumulation is steady, structural integrity is holding.
Verified. Adjust flow rate to optimize for packaging.
The intake seems to be running smoothly. Check the particulate level on line 3. Monitoring output density now.
Fluidized bed dryers and rotary drum dryers powered by high-capacity burners and forced air systems. Particles are suspended mid-air, blasted by heated airflow until moisture content drops to exact specifications. Cyclone separators remove airborne fines. Exhaust ducts roar overhead. What exits is dry, brittle protein matter, ready for extreme refinement. Now comes one of the most intense steps. Jet mills and impact micronizers reduce particles to microscopic scale, using compressed air and mechanical collision. There are no blades, just pure kinetic energy. Particles slam into each other at extreme velocity, fracturing repeatedly until uniformity is achieved. Sensors monitor particle size in real time. Oversized fragments are looped back automatically. This is where texture, absorption speed, and premium quality are created. Fine powder is unstable without structure. Heavy roller compaction systems compress the powder between massive steel rollers under hydraulic pressure. Sheets are formed, then shattered again into dense granules. This process improves flowability, packing efficiency, and consistency. The powder is no longer fragile. It is engineered.
The rotation seems consistent. According to the tablet, we're within the operational spec. Let's move further down the line to confirm.
High shear mixers violently agitate the powder to homogenize density and texture. Heated air, vibration, and mechanical force ensure every particle behaves identically.
The processing flow on line 3 is consistent. Confirmed. The synchronization looks good. There. Be careful of the sparks over there.
Air classifiers separate the powder by exact particle size. Only the perfect fraction moves forward. This
Check
is
the pressure
industrial
on unit 4.
perfectionism.
Copy that. Flow looks good. Line 1 clear for discharge. Copy that. Proceed. Keep the pressure steady on line 3. Readings look good here. Monitor the separator output.
The refined powder enters automated filling halls. Black plastic jars move at high speed under precision dosing machines. Load cells, verify each fill to the gram. Robotic arms cap jars with calibrated torque. Labeling machines apply branding at industrial speed. Cameras inspect every jar. Errors are rejected instantly. This is where raw industrial output becomes a consumer product. Samples are tested in on-site industrial labs for protein content, moisture, and consistency. Approved batches are palletized by robots, shrink-wrapped, and transferred into climate-controlled warehouses.
Okay, confirmed. The pallet is secured.
Moving on to the next one.
Check the diagnostics. Everything is green.
Automated shuttles move pallets. Trucks load continuously. The system never sleeps. Finally, the product reaches the world on retail shelves, in supplement stores. Inside gyms, bodybuilders scoop the powder into shakers, unaware of the extreme industrial journey behind every serving. What began as millions of worms passed through heat, force, steel, and automation now fuels human strength. This is not just protein. This is industrial power consumed. From underground farms to iron gyms, this is how modern industry transforms biology into muscle.
This one has excellent reviews.